Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Little Bit of Potato, and this is Transport Fever. Oh my goodness. Look at this gorgeous train passing. Wow. What a beauty right there. Anyway, yes, my name is Little Bit of Potato, this is Transport Fever. In the last episode, we actually figured out how to make money, and figured out how to make money in pretty substantial quantities, actually, considering everything. And in this episode, we are looking to further expand our money-making network, so to speak. We have already got a bunch of people riding on this line. I mean, so many people that it might actually warrant getting a few more carriages, because soon we're going to be maxing out. Like, maybe we're going to have to get another train or at least some more carriages to service this line, because it's very, very popular. It's very, very popular. And just out of curiosity, how much does a full train actually get me? Because I don't think we've ever had a full train. We saw a full train load up in the last episode, but we never saw one unload. 243k. Wow, there you go. There you go. 243k for pretty much nothing, actually. That was unbelievably successful, and I don't think that there's anything else that we can do to diminish that success. Anyway, let's have a little look at the demographics of this town, because as we mentioned yesterday, the annoying thing about this town is that there is a little bit of a hill involved. And I was thinking about this for a little bit. Okay, I was thinking about this for a little bit. There is a workaround that we can do. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we chose to go to Framlingham over Dorchester, because I think Dorchester is slightly bigger. Yeah, 235 in comparison to the... Oh, 237. I guess we grew it a little bit. But yeah, the reason that we chose that town is because it was on a less inclined hill. Now, I am inclined... you see that? I am inclined to just stick a station on this hill. Although... to what level, I do not know. I mean, that's 123 over there, so that wouldn't be too outrageously expensive. I mean, I kind of want to make it so that it can be accessed by, you know, so, you know, when we do eventually decide to expand to Brackley or whatever, we'll be able to connect it up. But at the moment, you know, we're not going to be able to do that if we stick this station in a stupid place. We're also probably going to have to take out a little bit of a loan. I'm going to try and get away with not taking out much of a loan. I'm also going to try and keep this to a minimal expenditure. Oh god, that's actually really good. That's actually really cheap. It's not the most ideal situated station, but it's far from the worst. Holy cow, like that is not bad. That is not bad at all. Alright, let's try and get this a little bit more direct. Okay, looking good. Too much curvature? Really? Really? I'm sure we can adjust this. Oh, you're telling me that the previous one was too much curvature, however, this is just a fine amount of curvature? Yeah, sure. Yeah, go fuck yourself, video game. Go fuck yourself. What was the length of this station? I don't even know. But we only service a little bit of the residential area, so we're going to need to absolutely make certain that we get a bus network set up pretty much immediately, actually. Okay. So, one bus stop over here would service pretty much everybody. One over there. And one over there. And just like that, we've covered pretty much the entirety of the town. Not that little dude over there, unfortunately. He's gonna have to walk a little bit further than everybody else. But, you know, tough shit, amigo. That just sucks to be you, I guess. Alright. Let's just build it there. Whatever. Alright. Let's get some vehicles. Let's make them orange. Trademark potato colors. I think 3 is honestly a fine number. This will be, we're gonna call this line Third Time the Charm, because this is both our third attempt at playing the game and also our third city. Also, we should probably make it so that there is a bus stop right outside the train station. Because otherwise, people might get a little bit grumpy at me. There we go. Right, so that'll work, right? I don't really care about the order as long as it works. And we should immediately start to see this this route start to make profit. I say immediately. It doesn't need to be immediately, but as long as it starts happening sometime, that's fine with me. So we've got a track that we've taken out all the way over to here. So that means we need to get a track from here to there in the cheapest possible manner. Now, what is the cheapest way to do this? I think that, honestly, it's going to have to be in a bridge. It's just going to have to be a bridge. Like, it just straight up has to be a bridge. And a mighty expensive one at that. Could it be less expensive if we, like brought it out to here? I mean, that would be expensive, but it wouldn't be outrageous. Also worth noting that apparently we are severely limited. Oh, yes, by speed. So if we were to, like, gouge out the earth, then that would be a way to go about doing things. It would certainly maintain the speed limit, that's for sure. I actually kind of just want to, like, bring it out here. Or at least bring it up to there. Yeah, something like that. Fuck, 800k? Really? For that stupid, crappy bridge? I mean, that's not gonna work, is it? Or would it? Could we actually get away with that? We could actually get away with that. We could actually... we could actually get away with it. And no, it wouldn't be cheaper. It would almost be cheaper, though. Which is the hilarious part. I kind of like that. I think that this bridge is going to define this route. I mean, what was I expecting, right? This is an exceptional station. And we're going to need, as a consequence, an exceptional bridge. The question is that, do we want to have a bridge all the way down to the ground? Or do we want to bring it down in increments? I'm currently leaning towards increments. We're going to need to make sure that we bring it round at an appropriate angle. Yeah, maybe something like that might not be the craziest. I'm gonna take the plunge. It's a big expensive bridge, but believe me, look, you can get the camera all the way under there, so that's definitely saying something about the quality of that bridge. Now we've just got to make sure that we try and fuck up the landscape in a minimal possible way, both for the bank account and also for the environment's sake. Yeah, I would do that, but no. Yeah, something like that. That's respectable. We're not really fucking up the environment that badly. Although, that probably should have been going down a little bit more. At the moment, we're not really doing a very good job of getting this track down to base level. Okay, let's rehash that again, actually. We need to be much more aggressive here. We've got to come down a lot further. I mean, we can use the existing area that we've dug out, but we just need to make sure that we're absolutely forcing the game to make us go down pretty much as fast as possible. Okay. We do need to get down to ground level, and it is going to require, unfortunately, a little bit of landscaping. Landscaping being the kind word, environmental destruction being the obvious term. Alright. There. But after that catastrophic destruction, that's actually not looking terrible. And it should allow us to maintain pretty much 120 along the whole route. That's the dream anyway. 119, 120, you say, you know, same difference. Okay. And then it's just a simple case of connecting up the dots. I'm going to try and do it in a way that is cheap. Oh, you don't like it when I cross over that road, do you? Holy shit. No, you do not. Alright. Too much curvature? Go fuck yourself. Yeah, no, we're gonna... I would completely be okay with rehashing a little bit of this ground. There we go. Okay. Yep, unfortunate that we need to place down a bunch of stuff again, but... There we go. Perfect. It works. It's a little bit wiggly, it's a little bit winding, but by golly, does it work. And it will actually result in passengers arriving here. Alright, this is going to be the Great Bridge of Dorchester. That's going to be the name of the route when we eventually get it set up, which we're going to be able to do right now. How fun is that? In fact, we can just straight up set up the route right now. Okay. Have we got any passengers on this line yet? As in on the bus route? Great Bridge of Dorchester. I don't know if that's Dorchesty. Yeah, okay. Great Briff. That's not how you spell bridge. That's an F, not a D. It should be a D, not an F. Okay. Yep, so second to none. Yeah, alright. We're losing a little bit of money on both of those routes, or all three of those routes actually, but you know, for the most part, I'm completely okay with that. Alright, let's buy a train. I do not know the demand, if this town is going to be able to, you know, keep up with demand and supply us enough people. But we'll give it a shot. Let's start with 4 carriages, 24. That seems completely reasonable, to be honest. Great Bridge of Dorchester. Let's do it. Now, we are going to have to set up the dreaded signal, which is a problem. Cargo, how the hell do I set up signals? Here, of course. So the path signal. This is the one, I think, right? So you... Oh, we don't have enough... Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to borrow 500,000, even though I only wanted a tiny little bit of money. But whatever. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. So I think that should mean that everything will work just fine. I don't really think that it really needs that much more altering. I think that that should be pretty much fine. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see, eh? Oh, looks like passengers are actually using this route that we've given them, which is lovely. Oh, 2 passengers. 2 passengers. Oh, already passengers waiting in Dorchester. That's amazing. That's really, really good. That is really, 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 really good. And honestly, it's quicker than I was expecting. Oh, I don't think we made this train... I don't think we made it orange, actually. My fatal mistake. Oh, no. No, no. It's very orange. It's very, very orange. Now, the annoying thing about this is that even though this train has got a top speed of whatever it is, 40 kilometers per hour, this is a difficult climb. This is a very difficult climb, so it's probably just, you know, it's probably right that we only have 4 carriages, because it is a long, hard climb from Elstree and Borehamwood, or whatever it's called. It's a long, hard climb all the way up to Dorchester. I mean, this, you know... this bit alone is unbelievably steep. Like, would you look at the steepness of this? It's crazy. So the train is going to be going. I mean, well, we'll see exactly how fast it ends up going as soon as it gets to this little bit. 38, 37. Actually, that's actually okay because it's got a long run up that it can use to build up speed. So that's very, very nice indeed. All right, well, I'd love to say that I planned that, but I absolutely didn't. But I'm glad that it's worked out either way. Looks like we might make a profit from our second journey here. That is astounding. That is really, really great. Wow. And let's go and have a look to see if there's anyone waiting at the station. Holy shit, there is a fair few people waiting on the station. I imagine that we're probably taking full loads with you. Yeah, we're taking a full load with you all the time. And you're, yep, almost at to capacity on the other way back. So we are going to need to either introduce longer trains or something else. Great Bridge of Dorchester, already 20 people waiting. Holy shit, that's actually kind of unbelievable. I mean, introducing more carriages is one thing, but another option for us might be another train. Like, we could absolutely easily create a second line. It wouldn't be that difficult to figure in some signals. It would be possible. It would be an expensive endeavor. I'm gonna take this opportunity to pay back a little bit of my loan. It would be an expensive endeavor, that's for sure, but it's absolutely possible if we wanted to. I'm not sure that either of the tracks warrant a second route, though. I mean, I would much prefer to get extra carriages. Considering, you know, we've got super long stations that can deal with longer trains. 49k, load up with 23 out of 24. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive, actually. That is pretty fucking impressive, to be honest. And now you're coming back as well. You've pretty much got a full load. Yeah, 44 out of 48. This is like, this is great. This is fantastic. We're making money hand over fist here. Hand over fucking fist. And, you know, it's not like we've even done anything yet. All we've done is built 2 simple lines. Man, I feel that passenger travel is the way to go. I mean, if you're a boring fart like me. I wish other forms were a little bit more viable. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong. But either way, it's really, really cool that we've got a whole bunch of money. I like that. I like money. That's a good thing to have, especially in a strategy game. You know, a strategy tycoon game. It's literally the entire point. So are we making money on all of our routes? We're not making money on all of our routes. We're definitely going to make money on the Great Bridge of Dorchester. I'm not even worried about that. Like, that's something that's just going to happen. Comparing the routes up, actually, I wonder... They're about the same size. They're about the same length, actually. Yeah. I mean, the next little project that we end up doing will probably be a Dorchester to Brackley route, which in itself is going to be really, really interesting. Or perhaps maybe a Franlingham to Brackley. Oh, it's 1960. We get the Zoroaster, and we also get the other truck, I think, don't we? The oil tanker. Yeah, but I think that it would probably be pretty damned easy to make a Dorchester to Brackley route. It would be certainly easier to make a Dorchester-Brackley route rather than a Franlingham to Brackley route, because then we'd have to, you know, knock down a bunch of buildings here, whereas we've got the real estate over in Dorchester, which is the great thing about having, you know, did we make a profit? Yeah, we're making a profit. That's the great thing about having a train station on the outskirts of town. You know, you can continue to expand it to your heart's content, really. It's not even difficult to do at all. Now, Willenhall, is Willenhall ever going to be connected to the potato transport network? I mean, probably not. Probably not for a significant period of time, because our station is at that side of the town. We'd have to bring it all the way around and put the station at this side of the town. That's through a fucking mountain range, and that's kind of a little bit difficult. I guess that's one of the most annoying things about starting pretty much at the edge of the world, right? Because there's nowhere to go. You know, there's Morley, which actually is unbelievably easy to get to. And when I say unbelievably easy, I mean so unbelievably easy that it might just straight up be worth doing it. I'm gonna keep it to 160. No reason. I mean, this is a no-brainer, right? Like, it's got to be a no-brainer. This has got to be a no-brainer. I mean, it's so unbelievably flat. It's just an unbelievably easy path. It's an unbelievably easy path all the way to Elstrom and Borehamwood, or whatever the hell it's called. As long as we don't fuck it up and, like, do it in bad increments. Uh-oh. Maybe it wasn't as flat as I was promised. You know what? That's fine. Minor land altercations, I'm okay with. That's maybe a little bit too big. This is fine. I mean, when I say flat, I mean it's pretty flat, you know? It's not unbelievably flat, but it's good. It's good and flat. And we should be able to do this with relative ease. I don't know if we're going to be able to create a line in this episode. I think we'll probably leave that to the next episode, but we're definitely going to get a substantial amount of the track design done. Now, there is a problem over here, and that problem can actually be rectified. It's going to require a little bit of money, unfortunately. 50k to destroy this. I'm actually going to just pause. I am actually, believe it or not, going to do a little bit of destruction here. Now, this might seem a little bit stupid, and I'm actually going to go into debt for it. But I do believe that if we do this now, then we're not going to have to do it in the future, right? Alright, there we go. That was it. That's all we need to do. That's all we needed to do. It was very, very pain-free, pretty easy. Alright. Come on. Round the corner. Oh god, really? Really? I actually might just, like, tighten that corner a little bit. I know it's going to slow us down to 66, but when I have enough money, I can redesign this corner and make it look a little bit better than it is, and I can make it go a little bit faster. So, yeah, we'll leave it like that, I think. Sucks that I had to sort of get rid of a little bit of buildings in the town. I mean, that's bad for growth in the town and also bad for my bank account. But at the same time, I think it was probably worth it. And there we go. All right, it's not the straightest track you've ever seen, but by golly, it's a track. And it was, you know, it was very, very, very easy to do, actually. Is there any way that we can get a crossing over here? Construction not possible. Don't really want to destroy that. I'm kind of inclined just to let this... One building will be removed. Really? You're not a big fan of that route, I don't think. I mean, you should be. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult to build. Sure. Too much curvature? Really? Well, either way, I don't think it's a big deal that we put this back in place. I think it's, you know, the town looks alright. It doesn't look terrible. And we can actually also repay a little bit of that loan that we took out. Not like we're in great financial trouble or anything. It's just good to stay on top of these things, I guess. Anyway, ladies and gents, we're going to finish the episode up here because in the next episode, we know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be creating a route between Morley and Elstree and Borehamwood. This has been a very, very successful episode, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. My name's Potato, and I will see you next time. Bye.